Is this your son?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was his name? Still has the knife. He's in here by himself,
With
correct?
the gunshot. I mean, nobody's expecting her to stay and wait. So I'm gonna meet up with her. So we'll just go grab some pictures, okay? Oh my goodness.
Is this your son?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was his name? Still has the knife. He's in here by himself, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And has he ever done anything with this before?
He threatened himself. Looks like a SWAT team.
Okay. Let's give me that knife. Yes. Do you have the keys for this?
I do not. My husband does, and my husband's locked in our bedroom.
Okay.
Let
And
him out.
let your husband out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can let your husband out.
What's up, buddy?
Why do you have the knife? Talk to me. I'm just trying to help you. I just want to be able to help you. Okay, well then can you give me the knife? If you set your knife on this front seat, set it on the front seat. Okay, do you have any other knives in here? Is that it? Nothing else? Can you hold that? Okay. So, can you tell me what's got you so upset? Let's get you out of the car, man. Come on. You hate the house? Okay.
It's always open. It's always open.
Okay, well, come on. Let's get you out of there. Why are you threatening your family with a knife? Come sit over here.
Are you on TV? What TV? What TV?
We're gonna put you somewhere else right now. You wanna go sit in the back of my cop car?
Lane, please.
Oh, do I really have to talk?
You do have to talk to me.
Do I
'Cause
really have to talk to a pretty lady?
you have to talk to a police officer, because this is a very serious issue. You can't want your mom after you're threatening your family with a knife. What's going on with that? Do you wanna come sit in the back of my car?
What's it? What?
No. This is a serious issue. Can you tell me why you're doing this with your family?
I want another FBI business. Oh, wait, more sheriffs.
Yeah. Do you understand that it's not good?
2, 3. What's next? A police officer? Fire truck.
Why don't we come over here, okay, dude? Wanna come over this way?
Why do you want to go with them?
I didn't say you have to go with them, but we gotta talk to you.
I don't want to go with them.
I didn't say you're going with them.
Get your shirt on.
Can you get a shirt on? I'll ask your mom to get you a shirt. Would you mind getting him a t-shirt? Thank you. Okay, so we need to talk about this. So where'd you get the knife? Did you get it from the kitchen?
I got it in the kitchen and the sink.
In the sink? Okay,
Well,
so
actually, not in the sink. It was like in the dryer.
okay, so why were you threatening your family with it?
I'm on TV.
And that's gonna be back there a little bit. But I need you to talk to me.
What is it?
Come stand right here for me. It's down the street. So you need to listen to me. How old are you? 1,000? 13? Okay. So can you tell me why you're threatening your family today? What upset you? You don't remember what upset you? Seems pretty serious if you got a knife. No, I'm not trying to make you do that. I'm trying to get you to talk to me.
Do I have to go to
Here overnight and
Right.
have it in the morning. We do have a meeting in the morning of all of his providers.
Okay.
His behavior coach, his DCM,
Okay.
his counselor,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
the lady that came up with his behavior plan
Okay.
will all be on that. And so And then I'll email his psychiatrist
Okay.
who's down in the valley to see. I think part of it was he just had a bad.
Well, he kind of told me that. He said yesterday and today he's kind of just had a bad day. So, and I get his emotions are probably a little harder. Okay, so some big changes for him. Did they answer yet? Okay. So I'll put that on there, and then we'll give you that. And then, like I said, my number is on here. So this middle one is going to be my cell phone. But yeah, we won't take him in today to get evaluated. He's got his appointments tomorrow with his counselor. So hopefully we'll get him that help now if you think he's going to stay calm. I will be on.
think so.
I will be on till 3 in the morning. So if it happens again, just I'll be here quickly to try and help you guys out, and then we'll see if we can do something else to better this situation. But he seems like he's more calm about the situation now.
Thank you to all the citizens of Show Low, the businesses of Show Low, and surrounding communities for following the CDC guidelines and helping us to fulfill some of the stuff that's been happening, which is lowering the numbers for us to open up and get back to our normal lives again. I really appreciate all the help, even though it's been very hard for all of us, especially us, as officers going into people's homes. We're having to prepare ourselves to go inside there and deal with that. And just the patience that the community has had with us has been outstanding. Yeah, so the CDC guidelines are still in effect, especially the ones that came out from Governor Ducey's office. The 6 feet, we're still doing that. We're still using masks in areas where we can't adhere to the 6-foot rule with people, the distancing. The second portion of that was 50 or less people in a crowd. Most of our meetings are less than 10 or so, but if we're again into a meeting where we have 12 or 15, we're usually masked up. We do a lot of Zoom meetings and things like that. So we're still in a lot of, I would say, a kind of a semi-lockdown for us. We don't do ride-alongs right now. We've quarantined certain areas, certain personnel within the department to protect them from getting any kind of an outside exposure to the COVID-19 virus. Even though there's other viruses and there's other things out there, we understand that. At the same time, this one seems to be a little bit more serious, something that we really have to be careful with, especially with people in the vulnerable categories that they have. So you asked the question about the climate of the country, and what we're doing here in Show Low is a little bit different than that. Before all this, I say unrest or whatever a lot of other people call it, whether rioting and things like that in certain jurisdictions, we've enjoyed civil unrest a little bit here, where people have picketed and they've come out and they've stand on the sidewalks or whatever, and they show their signs in support for different viewpoints. And we understand that, and that's what it's all about. We're big on supporting the Constitution, and which is the freedom of speech, which is the number one thing that people have the right to do. But they take it to the next level, and then that's when we get involved, and we want to make sure that everybody's peaceful, they're safe, and that they can have an environment where they can actually say their piece, which is, again, something that we stand for. We stand side by side with these people. Now, as far as a political statement or anything like that, police department, we stand neutral to most of those things. We're that third arm of the law type of thing. We're sitting outside the legislative branch, the executive branch. We're in the justice side of it. So Department of Justice, we're in that side. So we try to stay neutral on all those things. And we can't take sides, no matter what we try to do.
The dog and get a statement and issue some paperwork. Alta Sierra. Okay, awesome. I will meet you there, okay? Thank you. Bye. She's almost there.
So, quick recap what's going on here.
So, working on a case from another area because the reporting party reported her dog being shot and she's en route to a animal clinic. And so, because of other calls and other things going on, we're going to help out that deputy and go to the animal hospital, grab some photos of the dog, issue some of the documents, and update the deputy when she's freed up. So,
Do we know who the shooter is?
don't know who the shooter is. We know that there's a hunt in that area for elk. Unknown if that's the that's the case or not, or if it was actually ill intent by a neighbor or somebody in the area. The dog did suffer multiple gunshot wounds throughout the body, so once we get there, we'll be able to assess what's going on. Deputy in a different district just established whose call it really is, but the RP's already almost at the hospital with the animal with the gunshot wounds, and nobody's expecting her to stay and wait. So I'm gonna meet up with her, take some photos, issue her some documents, and then
Because the alleged crime happened in District 1.
correct. It's Chevlon. Let's see. Chevlon Canyon Ranch, which is, I guess, north or more towards Winslow. And so we're just helping out at this point, and they'll finish up by going out there and investigating what really happened. I don't. That's my last one. So he's with us, just kind of documenting the whole thing. Okay, is that going to be all right?
That's totally fine.
Perfect.
We're gonna be on live PD.
So I wish.
Something like that.
Sure. Which way do you walk in? You see her?
Yeah, it's that one there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'll have to get some documents and pictures. Okay.
Understood. Yeah.
And so then I started obviously yelling louder for the dog because I'm like, I really hope that wasn't towards us because it sounded really close and it,
Okay.
I mean, it vibrated my whole chest. And then I heard him yelling for me, so I went running over and he's the one that had the dog. So
Okay. What kind of dog is it?
he's a black lab mix.
Okay. And how many gunshot wounds does he have?
They're
least
pulling
5.
pellets.
I
They're,
think it was a shotgun.
Is it a shotgun?
I think
They-
so. I thought 22 or a shotgun. It looks like.
the vet just said it was shotgun pellets that they're pulling out of him right now.
Okay.
But they shot 3 times at him. They wanted to get him.
Handling your parents' dog too. I think.
Yeah, Remy was fine.
And you heard about 3
3
gunshots?
shots.
Okay. Do you have your ID? Because you guys
I
are
don't. I left it
together.
on my wallet, and so it is back at the.
Okay, what's your last name? Okay, perfect. Here's that. Awesome. So we'll just go grab some pictures, okay? Oh my goodness.
What we're doing now in the traffic stops, like most organizations, when COVID first hit, we pulled back a lot on making a lot of traffic stops up here. And we had the luxury at first, when we're talking first back in February, we had the luxury at first, a lot of people weren't driving. And then everybody came up to the mountain. And we started seeing a huge influx, as someone put it at one of the local stores. It's like 4th of July weekend every day. And we understood that because the traffic counts were astronomical. They were just unbelievable. So we're looking to have to step up our enforcement. And one of those things when we talk about traffic stops, the safety of traffic stops, when we're pulling you over, there's obviously a reason why you're being pulled over. And if you're not sure what the reason is, you can always ask the officer. And if that doesn't satisfy, you can always ask for a supervisor. And there's always a supervisor on. Usually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But every so often, we might have a lead officer on, which is still a supervisory rank. But they'll be able to come out there and hopefully handle your questions or anything that you have about the stop. One of the simple things, especially at nighttime, roll your windows down. Just roll the windows down a little bit so that we can see from back to front. If you're heavily tinted windows, remember there's a legal limit on those tints. So if you have a question on that, stop by the police department. We have meters that we can put on a vehicle and let you know exactly what the tint is. But a lot of times we just roll the windows down, turn the interior light on so that we can see what's going on. It alleviates a lot of the fears that the officer has when they come up on these traffic stops. And you've seen it across the United States that there are people out there that are targeting police officers. They continue to do so. They've been doing it for decades. But right now we're seeing a quick result as those things happen on a day in, day out basis. We don't hear about all of them, but there are a lot of them out there. So again, the officers should be professional. respectful. I get accolades about our officers every single week of how well they were professional, how well they handled this traffic stop, very polite to everybody, and it seemed to work out very well with them. Some of them even thanked the officers after they got the citation, which is a little bit odd, but then again, sometimes we were going a little too fast. So if you're going 15 or so over the speed limit, that excessive, more than likely you're going to receive a citation. Anything under that is a discretion to the officer to give the citation to, but we understand sometimes we just kind of daze off, or we kind of drift off into our own worlds, and we don't realize we're driving a 5,500-pound missile down the road at 55 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, and that gets to be a little scary. But we are very, very strict in our school zones and some of the other areas where very narrow roads, such as Wolford or Whipple or those roads around there. Remember that those speed limits, 25, 35 miles an hour, they're set for a reason, because there's a lot of kids, and again, a lot of congested traffic in those areas. The initial stop happens, like I said, you just roll the windows down just a little bit. You keep your hands on the wheel, or just up where we can see what's going on. Don't reach across for anything inside the vehicles, such as the glove box or the interior box, or even underneath the seat. Now, we understand that a lot of people, and it's legal to carry weapons inside vehicles. We kind of attune to that. We understand that most people do carry weapons in their cars. So if you do have one in there, please let us know. If you have medical marijuana, if you have a knife, you have anything in there that would be questionable for you, please let us know. So that we're not caught off guard by that, and we can understand what's going on. And the more truthful, more upfront you are, the more, I guess secure is a good word, the safer the traffic stop is going to be, the less on edge the officer will be. But just understand, we're on edge just because there's people out there trying to hurt us. And we don't know everybody on those traffic stops. By name or by reputation, or we're related to, we don't know those people. A lot of people from down the valley. So when we make these stops, we might be a little brisk, a little abrupt, but that's because of our safety. I want to close with thanking the community for all the support that we get from, again, from Show Low especially, the businesses around us, the school districts, the parents, everybody else that's around here that helps support this community. They do a very excellent job of supporting the police department. We try to be as transparent as possible. Sometimes we can put things out there, sometimes we can't because of the investigation, and we apologize for that, but there are rules that we live by. At the same time, it's there to protect the people that are involved. So I just want to say thank you to everybody in the community, and just stay safe.
Hi, baby. How are you? You're a tough one, huh? Okay. Can you sit? So I need to grab some photos of him, especially the areas where he got hit.
He's limping on this leg, so he's got some wounds here.
Okay.
And on the side of his face as well.
On the right side here. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Anywhere else? You're a tough puppy, huh? I know, baby. I know. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I need a signature. From here, I hear you're a victim of a crime, obviously. There's some felony charges on whoever did this. So I need you to just sign that right here. They're gonna take some x-rays. No, but he seems in good spirits. A good dog.
I think it's more superficial, which is good.
Yeah, which is good, but still not right. Yeah. Yeah.
A little scary.
So we'll wait for the x-rays and stuff, and I'll grab a picture of those to make sure that there's nothing else anywhere else. And then we'll get out of here, and then they'll leave you guys to it.
Thank you so much.
And I think if you want to see them, I don't know, that's up to them now.
Yeah, they said I have to wait until first in the room so that can come talk to us.
Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty, guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. It sucks. I'm sorry this happened.
This weekend kind of was
rough.
It started out rough. It was
Yeah.
my mom's birthday weekend, and their car
Oh,
started
no.
on fire on the way up. So
Oh no.
Truck did, yeah, he just engine swapped.
we should have quit while we were ahead.
Just be like, alright, we're going home.
Screw this.
Yeah. No, but it seems like you guys are in good hands, so.
Yeah, well,
We-
yeah, we appreciate everything you guys.
Okay. Like I said, we'll have somebody go out there a little later, and they'll look into it and investigate what's going on. Okay. You guys have any questions for me at this point? Okay. All right. We'll wait outside until the X-rays are done. We'll come back maybe in like 10 minutes or so. Okay. Thank you. Right now, filling out some victims' rights. We'll let the doctor work on the dog, make sure the dog's okay, and then once the dog is able to give us how many, pellets or whatever they pull out of them, we'll be able to photograph all the injuries in the dog and pass the info on to the deputy who's in charge of the incident. Thank you.
So that's one view of the chest, and then you can take that, and then I'll go to the one of the abdomen.
Okay, perfect. One, two.
Do you want us to call you when we get the wounds hooked up? And we're going to sedate him, we're going to clean all those wounds up, shave him, and then we're going to get the chest view of him on his back.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Thank
Or I
you.
can take pictures with my cell phone and send them, or...
That might work. That might work better because who knows where we're gonna be.
Okay, well, I'll take pictures with my cell phone.
Okay.
I'll take it with our emergency phone here. We have a cell phone. And
Okay.
then do you have a card or something?
Yeah, I'll
we
go
can
grab it
text
and
them
bring
to
it over
Okay.
to you.
That's the abdominal.
Okay. Update, we got some photos of the side chest of the x-ray with some pellets in the dog.
So what do you think it is?
Probably like a bird shot. They couldn't get the dog's belly x-rayed because he's a little crazy. So they're gonna sedate him, shave off the wounds to make sure that they find every entry, and then they're gonna re-x-ray the front end of the dog. And then I gave her my business card that does have our work cell phone number on there, and she's gonna text that over, the pictures of that to us. So, well, for now we're done.
How's the dog though?
The dog's doing good. He's a character. He's a warrior. So, I think for now we'll be okay, and we'll clear out of here and update the deputy on what's happening. So.
How fast was he going?
69 miles an hour.
And a what?
45 mile per hour zone. Oh, we just got to catch up. 5 Arizona will be on Penrod extension of Bluff Ridge with the dark SUV. New turn around probably. How are you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off the car because
That's fine. Clocked you at 69 miles per hour. Okay. Do you have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
my license. So since I was in a car accident, I had to take everything out because the people that hit me didn't have insurance, so it's been a whole mess.
Okay.
So that's all I have.
That's all you
I
have?
have all the other stuff. I just don't.
Who do you have insurance through?
Country Financial.
Okay.
Down in Stafford. And
Any way you could pull that up online to show me or anything? Or
try.
okay.
No.
How about registration? No registration?
I have.
Okay.
Lights on.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's very short.
So I'm gonna just tell you up front now. I'll cut you a break on the registration and the insurance. You know you're supposed to have them. It's state law.
Yeah.
The speed, I'm gonna have to write you for.
Okay.
Okay. Call your mom, see if she can get you at least a picture of your insurance card, because you need to have something on you, man. And the registration, you need to get that squared away as well. All right. Just give me a few minutes.